Are y'all ready to get this show started? 3, 2, 1. Going live with the Millen Twins on the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com.
What's up, everybody? This is your girls, Carice.
And Crystal.
A.K.A. Millen Twins. I'm a little sick and congested, but that's okay. I'm here. Can y'all hear me? I think my mic needs to go up a little bit.
My
ears clogged up.
Loud and clear.
But we are here. You are tuning in to the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com. We are in the studio.
We made it to Friday.
We in Dallas today, you are.
We're in Dallas. That's why it's so sunny. We got our hats on and stuff like that. But we here.
But we pray that you all had an amazing week and an awesome day. We pray that you were able to accomplish some of your goals. If you didn't accomplish any of them, maybe 1 or 2, that's all right. Keep going, keep pushing. And remember, only you can stop you. What's going on, Chrissy?
So this is the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show. So if you are viewing again every single Friday, welcome back. Thank you for for listening and tuning in every single Friday. If this is your first time, let me tell you what the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show is all about.
Crystal, what is
it?
The
Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show is a show where we provide a platform for individuals who decided to move in their purpose, despite their journey, obstacles, the pain. They continue to go and to move, and they didn't let anybody stop them.
Right. So if you would like to share your journey, if you like to put out your business, a book, whatever you may have, whatever God blessed you with, make sure you email us at millentwinsmedia@gmail.com. Again, we are here we have a platform for us to shed light on others.
And we feel that God has given us a blessing to be able to do so. And we want to pour back into the community, into the world. So we've been interviewing. Last week was a year in. Was it last week?
Last week
was the year in. So we had 83 guests for an entire year. And that's people from Milwaukee, Atlanta, LA, of course, Chicago, Alabama. So shout out to everybody who's been tuning in. We love you guys. We're going to continue to do what we do because God is good, right?
All the time. God is good.
Yes.
Turn your Bibles.
Tonight. Not tonight. All right. So if you guys
I was about to get my scriptures. Turn your Bibles.
Go ahead.
To Flu 2020. If you can find an ingredient to help me clear this,
do the Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah, it's not working this time.
We got a couple nurses online. Ebony has sent
Ebony, let me know what I need to take to get rid of this. I have upper respiratory infection. It stays. So anybody who have any suggestions or what I should, tea don't work. So don't say tea.
It dries her out.
It dries me out. But what's going on?
You know what? LaShawn Daniels death hit me hard.
It did.
And my friend keeps saying, like, why you keep looking at it? And it hit hard. And I think because you have people who are in the social media world, you have people who are in the limelight, but you have certain people who can touch you through the things that they do. Mm-hmm. And that's how you know they are moving in their purpose. He did a lot of things to give God the glory. So with him and his wife, when they were on Tamar's show and anything that they did, is like you just seen the light through them.
They always give glory to God.
Yeah. And right. And I never question God. We don't question God. We're human and all the above. Okay.
Right.
But for him to be, he was 41, he died in a crash. And it's just like, why? You know what I'm saying? You see what he does and how he loves on people and how he talks about forgiveness and he just loves. And it's like, but why? And it's the thing is, you can't question God. But it also put a light bulb in my head. And what I've been focused on all week is stop complaining. I learned to live life to the fullest, to not allow people to shift my emotions, my mood, based off their own mood, to do everything that I do. I make sure that God is getting the glory out of it because tomorrow is not promised. So if anything, his death kind of shook me, but it also just pushed me to continue to move in the will of God.
Great word. So let's throw out some advertisement out there. If you are looking for a gym, to build your own body, make sure you all contact Regina Jams. Yeah. Look, you'll be jamming in the gym. Regina Sales, BYOB. Make sure you all contact her if somebody on there, we'll make sure we tag Regina. She watching. Regina, tag your information on there, your number, your gym location. If you are looking for a gym, that's the person to a trainer.
She has smoothies. She prepares meal plans
She
and all the
does.
above. So if you are looking for a trainer, you guys reach out to BYOB, Miss Regina Sam. She will hook you up. She had one of her clients here, and she lost about 200 something pounds and looked beautiful.
Transformation was amazing.
So we only publishing people that we know that's legit. So you guys make sure you guys hook up with Regina Sam.
Definitely. Also, Miss Ebony Shanae, if you're looking into being a CNA or in a nursing field of some sort, make sure you all contact Ebony Shanae. Ebony, go ahead, tag your number on there. She has her own school, y'all. This is one young lady who do it big.
Who does it big?
Yeah. Does it? Come on, English grammar.
So if you have some students in your home or students that you know in high schools and all the above, you guys that wants to be in the CNA program, you guys hit up Ebony Scott. She has her own Ebony Scott School. It's not Ebony Scott School. I just made it up. But she has her own CNA schools. Yep. We making it.
Sorry,
Ebony, you watching though. You know what it is.
Just put it on there.
Make sure you just put it on there. Okay. Awesome. If you guys are looking for a production company, we have One Eye One Vision production company who does everything for our events, our photo shoots, branding. He does it all. He does movies, videos, signing,
you name it,
whatever you want, he does it. It's a one-stop shop. So you guys make sure you reach out to One Eye One Vision production company. Promise you will not regret it.
Also, Shesjazzology. If you're looking for someone to host your events, for someone to get the crowd moving and up the beat, this is the person to contact. So make sure you all contact Miss Shesjazzology. We'll make sure. Ebony, go ahead and tag that on there. We'll pay you by the hour on tonight, okay? Go ahead and tag Shesjazzology. She's one of the hosts that you would never forget.
Yep. And shout out to Helen Thomas. She just had a baby.
Congratulations,
girl,
Helen.
Zoe. We waiting for her to start baking cookies. She's a baker too, but she's gonna be mad if I'm saying this, and I don't know if she's baking yet.
She's a baker.
The baby just had the baby a couple weeks ago. But shout out to Helen.
My turtle cookies.
Beautiful baby. So we're gonna get ready for trending topics with Shesjazzology. I know you guys miss her because I've been missing her. She got a new job. Won't he do it?
Come on, God will promote you in the midst of it all.
If you hear that thumping because she's shouting, give God the praise.
Shout wherever you are. Just watch the expensive equipment because it's coming out of your check.
Amen.
Hey, man, what's going on? Shesjazzology. Go ahead, give your throw. Come on.
To God.
Yes, I will sing with you, but my throat.
Trending topics with Shesjazzology.
Yes. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Shesjazzology. Yo, thank y'all for the plug.
You laughed.
That was love. Thank you. I mean, I think I do a good job as well.
Yeah, but you did amazing.
Thank you.
Like literally, if you're looking for a host that's going to keep the crowd, and it's not to be because it's my little sister. No, we were at a gym warming, and she knows
Regina Sam's
BYOB, and Shesjazzology knows how to adapt to the crowd. So she can do fancy, she can do gym, she can do ratchet. She can do all the above. But if you want if you want the fun, the crowd to have fun and laugh, because that's all we did. Like I kept looking at her like I'm proud. She mainly does Crease and Ivan. She just stuck. We be like, nope, you can't do nobody else's event. No, we share. But now that we see her in her element, it's just like we push her. Like Jasmine, you want it? What you doing next? Come on, let's get it. But what's up, Jazz?
I love it. Thank y'all. I did have fun at Regina's event. That was like really live, and I thank Regina for the opportunity as well. That was really dope. And it is something that people be like, okay, is this all you do? And it's just like, no, this is actually a passion of mine, being able to make everybody laugh and have a good time. And then of course, we could be serious as well. Another thing is with that, if anybody caught on, like I kept talking about how my way, being confident in that atmosphere, because it wasn't everybody in that building was not in shape, but people that want to get in shape was just showing them like, yo, you can be encouraged to want to come to this gym and lose the weight. I'm always, I was pressuring that. I am, but I like my weight, but don't worry, next year.
I love the way you did that though, because it shows the confidence that you have within yourself, because somebody there probably didn't have as much confidence as they
Facts.
did when they left. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Facts.
So just being able to make fun, even though it was joking, but people like, wow, like she's
makes you
comfortable in her own skin, but at the
Right.
same time, she knows within herself because she wants to do it. She wants to lose weight. She wants to get healthier. So
Yep. And shout
big
out
ups to you
for that. And even adding to BYOB, Regina Sam, she had her fashion show and she showed women
Plus
Yes,
size,
of all different sizes.
You know,
Love
so it's she teaches you to embrace yourself,
Right.
but teaches you to also become healthy
and love yourself.
You know,
and she
so
genuinely
she's not
love her
judgmental.
clients. She
literally
genuinely love her clients.
So it was nothing but love. So
But I love it. Enough of that. Enough of the mushy side. Yo, it is officially Thottum. Okay, you know how autumn, the season's coming in. It is officially Thottum. Yes.
So what does that mean? Define Thottum.
Well, of course, we all know that cuddle season is coming amongst us.
Okay.
And I mean, if you're properly introducing yourself to these brothers that you met over this, look at somebody's loving that. If you properly introduce yourself or you met somebody, now it's time to narrow down that situation.
Pick one,
maybe 3. This limit.
Oh, okay.
I think 3. I think 3 is proper. It's winter time. You gotta eat. So it's free meals that's going to be amongst this season.
Oh, that's funny.
Isn't that
free
too much
meals.
work,
It is too much work.
Like,
Can I tell you my story?
Go
Can I tell you my story?
Girl.
Okay, so someone asked me out on a date, right? So you know I'm single. I could go on different dates. So
Right.
someone asked me on a date. So he's like, "I'm gonna call you when I get out the shower." Blah 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 blah. I'm like, "Okay, cool." Well, once you finish with your son homework, call me. I'm like, "Okay." So I called him, didn't answer. FaceTimed her, didn't answer. Text, he didn't answer. I'm like, okay. So I waited an hour for him to call back. He didn't call back. I was like, all right, cool. My other friend called. You hungry? Sure. I'm hungry. Let's go. So I went out to eat. Went out to eat, right?
Yes, this story.
Look, went out to eat, sitting down there, enjoying the meal. Who walks in with a whole nother woman? The one I was supposed to go out on a date with. I said, God wanted me to see that.
Yes.
I dodged a bullet. I said, well, look at here. And guess what? The waiter had the nerve to sit him a booth next to me.
Yes.
So I just looked and I just looked away. I'm like, I'm not going to embarrass
So what happened? Did he see you?
You know how you got that one? They just hold the head there.
Embarrassed. Shame on you.
And then had the nerve to text me that night. I hope you have a good night. Sir, what you text me? I hope you have a good night.
Earl, like what?
Look, I'm already in the bed. I'll see you at midnight. Hope you have a great night.
He trying to see what you're doing after what you were doing after the dinner.
Right.
And text him back?
No.
Okay, good.
I laid there in the bed.
Right.
But I was just like, okay. That's why you didn't answer the phone. But
he wanted to either A, know what you was doing after where y'all went, or he wanted to know if what was it? If he still had a chance, if the door was still open for him because he knew he screwed up.
Now he's hey brother, you probably watching.
Yes,
you're gonna see it.
We can't be subliminal.
Hey brother.
Okay, on the show.
I'm not being subliminal. Hey bro.
But he do hate that though. We be in public.
He hates
hey
that,
bro.
bro.
Stop calling me that. You are.
Yeah, you messed up.
You messed that up.
Just saying.
Rose on real quick.
Rose on friend zone real quick.
Time I was gonna come speak to you. But we was only 1 inch away from each other. You could have tapped me on my shoulder. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
How you doing?
I see you. You
must get in contact. You must get in contact with him before I did, girl.
Let me tell you what
we
his
was
heart
supposed to be
did.
here together.
His heart dropped.
It did.
And said, how did I get set up
And
like
you
this?
know, because
exact
as soon as you see that one sweat that fall right off that bald head,
I was just gonna say
he nervous. He thought, but I'm not a crazy chick.
Oh
so
no,
I'm like,
don't do
you
that.
do what you do. I got
Let
right
you be
on up
smooth.
in my cute outfit and walked right on out.
With your handsome friend that you was with.
Boom.
Let's be clear. Okay.
All right. Go
I
ahead,
love
Shirley.
it. I love it. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's easy. You just have to have boundaries.
You do.
You just have to have boundaries. So it's not you coming to my. It's just whatever you want to do is your business. But for me, you can't come to our crib. I can't come to your group. There are boundaries with this, and 9 times out of 10, I might got a main, middle, and a low point. You know what I'm saying? And that main,
so there's a hierarchy.
Yeah, there's a hierarchy with the whole situation. And so, but Thottum is amongst us, and be smart about it. Don't fall in love, because we don't have time for that just yet. All right, especially if you're young and single, baby. It's time to travel. Okay, let's be clear. Okay, bring it up. Now, y'all watch Power?
Yeah,
that was
Watch
real
Power,
deep
watch Power.
last week.
Yeah, last week was decent.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. But did y'all see the catastrophe like that was going on when they had? See, I've been gone, so I had to catch everybody up. If y'all don't know, but they probably already know. When Trey Songz is on the theme song of the new, y'all didn't even know. Y'all know this? Okay.
Yeah,
the new theme song.
Yeah.
And then also 50 Cent, like changed the whole verses around.
Mhm.
Okay, but everybody fought for Joe to be able to come back on it, because it's like, come on, for 6 years you don't had us on
The
here,
same track.
and then out of nowhere you definitely want to switch it around on the last season.
So what is he switching it up for?
He switched it up because he like, dang, like brand new. But on Breakfast Club last week, 50 said, he's like, people think power is finna end. And power is not finna end. What power is going to do is just convert it into a spinoff, but it's going to still be power, but it's going to be power with a subtitle of something else. So basically he was getting ready to drift into something else. And we're like, nah, like, create a whole nother scenery for that. Like, you can't mess us up like that.
I guess I can understand him. Is how much further can you go with this? It's like,
I mean,
we know who ghosted. Oh, I'm talking about the show.
Oh,
It's underlined with the show, but it's like, it's the same stuff. It's like, all right, what's happened next?
He's gonna talk about the different lifestyles from other point of views, kind of, sort of.
Okay.
But it's gonna be really dope.
Yeah,
I must definitely still watch it because 50 my dude. Like, I don't owe him no money,
a cool dude.
but he's my dude. I mean, okay, so okay. Sorry, I'm going ahead of myself. Okay, what y'all think about? I haven't been on the radio for a while, so I'm a little excited. What y'all think about Kanye West visiting Chicago last week? Sorry.
Well, you know what? I didn't know anything about it. So
I knew
about it the day before.
The day before, yeah. I was like, what the heck is that?
And it was crowded.
And it
From the
sold
pictures,
out.
Well,
It
they
was
were free
packed.
tickets, right?
No.
I heard it was free.
Yeah, I just heard if you want a ticket, the tickets were sold
free?
out, and
Oh,
if
it
you
was
wanted
free.
some more, you had to call WGCI or win.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know
the
that.
day before, but I heard it was awesome.
It
Experience.
was. I was asked, what did I think about it numerous of times. And I also was asked, why wasn't I there? I was like, because I was at my own service that morning and I don't want to be there around that many people. But the logical aspect of it, I'm proud of what Kanye is doing, simply because he's touching the lost and the hurting for real.
He is.
But I also want to make sure that make sure you're doing this for the right reasons. And I'm not going to get biblical or anything or get deep, because I can fight both sides of why it's good and I can fight why it's bad. You have to be careful of where your background came from, what people thought you were. So it's like, you want to make sure you're not manipulating the minds of the people to make sure that you're truly bringing them in. So then when you go from the good, you look at where Kanye comes from, and he's been depressed. He's been going through, people backstabbed him, people drew him down. You know what I'm saying? And his crowd is different. It's basically just him and his wife and their family. And you look at where he's coming from. And I felt like in the beginning, when he was first doing this, Kanye always have jammed like that. But he just never shared it the way he's doing now. He's exposing people to it. So I feel like this was a healing thing for him.
We on the same page.
Yeah, I think spiritually, like, it was a healing process for him, because people tried to help him. He went through all types of therapy and all types of stuff, anxiety and everything. And I feel like not only did that, but this is a healing process for him. So he turned it into something where he could share with the people.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was going to say that.
Because Crystal trying to
hurry.
Look at that.
Because we have a lot of conversations where people are like, Kanye needs help, this and that. But I felt the same way. Him doing this church on Sunday is like his healing process.
Right.
And we have to allow people to move in their purpose and their gift, because their gift is what can save them.
And we have to stop being so judgmental. Just because you know that he's been through something. Heck, we all been through something. We all been through depressed in some sort of way or whatever. But you can tell that it's healing, like we said, because you see the light on him.
Yes.
And when they're singing these songs, and even though he's using R&B music and tones and stuff, at the end of the day, he's changing those words to fulfill somebody else's life. And just to hear that, and then you can still jam to the music, but then you hear the words that's coming from God. You know what I'm saying? And that's touching hearts, and that's touching minds and souls and spirits.
And that's the same thing what they say. You got to meet the people where they are.
Yes.
And
people are low.
People love to preach, keep preaching to the saved people. But if you want to reach the people, you want to continue to judge. They not saying
nobody want to hear that.
What they don't. So meet them where they are. If they love rap, you gotta be
able to meet them where they are. And another thing is where you said something that triggered the church. People think, oh, that ain't church. Let's be clear. We are the church. The people are the church. Don't try me. I will definitely take you there. I feel like it's not about the four walls. So if he's outside in the field or wherever they be, you know what I'm saying? That's just where it is. It's not about having it in the four walls, and it's not about that. You got to realize the generation is changing, and everybody is changing. You got to be able to adapt to those people. Listen. Y'all got 5 people in your church, but this man has millions that come just to listen to worship. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention the leader that's over them He's actually a man of God who actually comes from a nice platform, who basically can enter the people in, because you can hear it. They were at fellowship for a couple of hours, and my sister sent it to me because that's where they attend. Hey, Danny. And and Danielle sent it to me because at first Danielle was like, I ain't got time for this. I didn't come to church for no show. I came for worship because James Fortune was there for a little while. And then sure enough, she was like, yo, like, this is good. Real. And I'm like, it shifted your mindset, because the man that's before them is not Kanye. Kanye just look, this is what I want y'all to do with it.
Yeah. And we have to change our mindset, because if we say, oh, y'all can't come to church, but y'all could go outside, listen. But just think how God was in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, we can't get these people in the church, but let me figure out a different way to get these people out here to hear my word. Right. And he did. It was thousands of people out there in the rain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Some of them probably only went because it was Kanye, but got a whole
right. Yeah. So these churchy people and these old traditional people, stop thinking, oh, y'all went to church and
religious.
Y'all come on, stop thinking that. Just think about those souls that was touched. Yeah. Those souls that have never even haven't listened to gospel music in 20 years, but went outside and was like, wow. Yeah. I'm sure it was thousands of souls touched out there.
It was definitely.
And souls was changed, souls was delivered. Freedom. And be happy about that. Be grateful for that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're so down. We down each other too much. It's like, okay, y'all talk about downing each other, but when are you going to change? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It has to change. It has to start from you. Yeah. So then it could become contagious to the next person, to the next person. Yes. But you can't sit here and preach, but then you don't walk apply, in your apply what you're preaching. What you're preaching. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like he's back. I feel like
he is. I feel like, come on, not my
I
head.
can't do it today.
I was finna I'm sick. My balance is off.
Yes, stay away. I think Kanye is back. I think that
shout out to Kanye.
Y'all want to know the trick? Okay, I'm now be done because I got only a minute. Okay, so y'all want to know the good thing about this? I'm gonna be really deep. This man built himself back up. And now he's going to go back to the secular world, back to arts and entertainment. And he's going to shift that, because they're going to see that. And they're going to see, whoa, what in the world is Kanye doing? Mm-hmm. And they're going to shift. Like literally, this literally, biblically, God has to have the final say.
Always.
The enemy, I'm not going to preach. I'm not going to do that. But the enemy, literally, the enemy is within arts and entertainment. So it's 7 systems that God has, and that's entertainment, arts and entertainment, education, government, family, religion, and the other 2. Oh, somebody gonna get me for doing that. But there are 7 sectors, and God was at the top of those mountains in the beginning of the time. But now the enemy has it, and literally God is going to take back everything he possessed.
Oh, that's deep.
I know that's deep. That's a whole nother show.
That's a whole nother show.
We're done. A whole show.
We're done. I know. I love it. But thank y'all for your time.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to Shesjazzology. So we're going to take a very quick music break. And when we come back, we're coming back with the CEO of Presidential Black
this brother
Car.
right here.
You don't want to miss it. Make sure you guys share the video.
Yeah.
Trending topics with Shesjazzology.
What's up, everybody? This is your girls, Carice
and Crystal,
aka Millen Twins. So if you're just tuning in, you are tuning in to the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com. Can y'all hear me out there in the world?
Loud and clear.
Okay, I'll just
make sure you. I
my ears clogged up.
So if you guys are just tuning in, you're tuning into the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show. And to my right and to her left, we have the CEO of Presidential Black Car. If you don't know who he is, Ebony, tag his name so everybody can know. When you click on his page, you'll know who this man is. What's up, bro?
What's happening?
What's going on? We're trying to get this kid in this building for months.
But he's a busy man, busy and booked. That's how we like it. So before we get deep, right?
What's up?
We got a game that we play. It's called 2020. So it's just 20 random fun questions. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. If you don't answer within those 5 seconds, you will hear this. Just a buzzer.
It's time for the 2020 with the Millen
ready?
Twins, right here on IntellectualRadio.com.
Let's get it. How do you describe yourself in 3 words?
Fly, and fly.
Oh my God, he gonna get on my nerves. This interview,
school
I
system
see.
you go to? Okay, barbecue or seafood?
Seafood.
Who do you look up to the most?
God.
If you could give out citizen tickets, what would that ticket be for? You know how you walk down the street, you be like, oh, why they do this?
These boys pulling their pants up.
I know.
Thank you.
Come
Okay,
on.
I
Get
agree.
a belt or two.
They have belts. They just hold on to the belt.
They do. At a movie, popcorn or candy?
Popcorn.
Your favorite sitcom growing up?
Simpsons.
Loyal friend or rich friend?
Loyal.
If you could choose anybody in the entire world to play you in a movie, who would it be? That's a good question.
Ice-T.
Yeah, I can see that.
Money or free time?
Money.
If you could pick one car to drive in this entire world, what would it be?
Cadillac Escalade.
What do you find yourself doing a lot these days?
Working.
Thought you say driving. Okay, if you've been given an elephant, right?
Okay.
Here we go.
You can't sell this elephant. You cannot give this elephant away. What would you do with it?
Ride it.
Rad. $20 a rad.
$20 a ride.
What's the one thing you can never live without?
My kids.
All right. There's pizza that people like to eat, right? How many square feet of pizza are eaten in the United States each year?
What type of question is that?
I know. We're gonna pass that.
He was about to answer
All right,
it.
go ahead, bro. Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Cheeseburgers or fruit?
Fruit.
If you had the choice to be invisible or be able to fly for one day, which would it be?
I'm flying.
You flying? Me too. Last question. You ready? If you could make any prediction 1 year from now, what would it be?
I'm in 5 states with presidential black card. Texas, California, Arizona, Florida, and I don't know.
Hey, you spoke
Somewhere
those.
else.
Oh, look,
You were
that's
specific,
it.
so you answered that very well.
You did
That's
good.
where I'm at.
That's where you
You
at.
amazing.
Y'all,
So if
y'all
you-
supposed to clap.
We need
Good
to clap
job.
it.
Give
We
some
need to
hearts.
clap
Give
the
some
thing.
hearts. Give some hearts.
Right.
See, they give you hearts.
They give you hearts. Thank you. So if y'all just tuning in, you are tuning in to the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show, where we have our VIP guest, Mr. Presidential Black Card, y'all. So tell the people, who are you?
He's nervous, y'all. Bear with him. Give him some hearts, y'all.
I
Give him
know,
Give
some
us
right?
the
hearts.
hearts. Who is
Let me see.
Presidential Black Card?
I'm a talented dude that come from the streets of Chicago, and you know I was raised rough, and you know I came from humble beginnings, but you know I kind of changed my life around through grace of God, my children, my wife. So you know it just that's me in a nutshell, really. South side of Chicago, Argyle
South
Gardens.
side.
Oh, you was
So-
good.
Oh
So-
yeah, definitely.
Good. So this is why we bring people on the show, because we love the transparency of it. We want to show you guys that T Fly wasn't sitting here riding in Escalades his whole life. His business didn't just drop in his lap. He came from a rough, I'm not gonna tell a story, but he just said it. He came from a rough time time and past. So how did tell everybody, what is Presidential Black Card?
Presidential Black Card is a distinguished gentleman who had a vision, a dream. It started on Facebook, to be honest. I wanted to do something with my life, and I made a post, and I remember making the post. I was like, yo, I'm finna start a car business, and I ain't have a pot to piss in the window, throw out and I just worked it, and the dream came true, believe it or not. And here we are 3 years later, 3.5 years later.
Wow.
Power in the tongue. See, let me tell you, there is power in the tongue. If you speak those things as though they were, they
And you write
really
the
would come
vision.
to life.
I'm sorry, Chris. I know. I be wanting to say something. I will cut her off. I'm sorry. But no, when you write the vision, literally, because T-Fly didn't know that he was about to have it. He wrote it down. He dropped off somebody and he wrote his whole dream down, not even realizing that this is what he was going to be doing.
He did.
Like, how dope is that?
That is dope.
I'm just saying. Okay, go Chris.
Yeah, you took it.
Okay, so anyway, so Presidential Black Card, it's been how many years have you had the company?
3.5 years.
3.5 years. So who do you provide services to?
Everybody. I got billionaires. I got average folks. It doesn't matter. Anybody that's, willing to, support my dream, my vision. Those are the people that I really, try to go after. You know what I'm saying? I hustle, I grind. If you go on my Instagram, I'm always, posting something inspirational.
He is.
To, you know what I'm saying, to my business. I'm going to promote myself crazy. Like, that's what the internet's for. You got people that, I had people from the beginning, they was riding with me and all of a sudden they disappeared. Mm-hmm. But hey, listen, I'm going forward, and to God turn the lights out. It's Presidential Black Card.
All day.
And let me tell you about this, President Chris. You have something to say?
Go ahead, Crystal.
Let me tell you about Presidential Black Card, though, because when we boast about people, we are genuinely, legitimately boasting about that person because we have experienced it. So when we first got in the car, I don't know where we went to the airport or event, something, because we use them too, right? And when we got in, we didn't have to be like, all right, this is gonna be just a cool little ride. I mean, we had orange. Do you still provide orange juice? Okay, well, we had orange juice, we had donuts, we had Fiji water. It was cold on ice. And we also had our book. Shout out to our book. There's Power in Your I Am. He had our book in there for his clients to read. I hope it's still in there. We'll find out. Not. But no, but seriously, but for him to support us and to see how professional he is, like he's literally professional. Like he's providing services for all clients, no matter what your economic status is, but he's giving it his all, despite whatever your economic status is, and that's dope.
So, what's the hardest part you would say of being an entrepreneur?
The hardest part, the phone ringing. When the phone is ringing, it's lovely. When it ain't, man. But instead of pouting about it, I pray about it.
There's a man talking about prayer.
I get on my my Instagram. I promote. I can be sitting at home and I done tagged Long John Silver in the post. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at home though. But you know what I'm saying? It's all about just getting my name out there. And the more I get my name out there, the more clients I get. And sometimes you just gotta push yourself. And you got to push through it. You're going to have the haters. You're going to have the people that say whatever they want to say, but you just continue to do exactly what you do.
Ooh, I ain't never seen somebody on the radio with business. I'm just telling you. So
that's my daughter. She
Oh, hey, daughter. So as entrepreneurs, we have to push ourselves. You can't expect anyone else out there to push your brand if you don't even push your own.
Exactly.
They're like, how you have a clothing line? I don't even see you in it. But you expect me to wear every single Friday. You know what I'm saying? So, if you see we pushing ourselves, we don't say we're arrogant or they just bougie. No, we pushing our brand. That's how you promote yourself. That's what social media is for. Mm-hmm. Social media is not for you to get on there and spread your business about your baby mama, your baby daddy, your cousin who cheated, this and that. It's not all about that. You know what I'm saying? Social media, yes, to reunite with old grandma friends. Cool, yeah. But get out there. They gave us a platform to use. Let's use it. Responsible. You know what I'm saying? Push yourself out there, promote your job, promote others. We're on this earth to serve other people. That's why God put us on this earth. You know what I'm saying? So don't go out there and make it a bad vibe when it comes to social media, because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Promote. Go ahead.
See, the problem is people think that because you start a business that, like people don't know that you all in most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like they think you bought a truck. Okay, so go do Uber. Nah, I'm all in. You know what I'm saying? Like if this truck don't move, I'm not eating. You know what I'm saying? My bill's not getting paid. So it's all about, pushing yourself and, being out there to because I always say you might not need me, but she may.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, people can stroll down all they want to, but somebody might see it. And when their time comes, they might, you're not going to the airport today. But when the time comes, oh, I remember that post, that guy. Okay, yeah, let me hit him up. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a great thing. I use it for what it's worth.
Definitely.
I joke too. I act the food on it, but for the most part, it's all about promoting that business.
And we're not down in Uber or Lyft, but if you want to look
luxurious ride,
luxurious ride with soft music or whatever music,
he play what you want to listen to.
You want to play,
he'll play it. If you want to get to the airport on time,
he'd be at your look. Let me tell you, one time we had a flight like at 9. He was there at 5.
We was like, "Why you here so early?" But he got us at the airport.
He took our suitcases. You ain't got to carry a bag.
Like seriously, it's the professional level.
He got his black men suit on,
suit
and tie,
men in black suit.
Because he's actually our bodyguard too, y'all. If y'all didn't know that too.
Yeah.
So
and he's still good, and the cologne be in the truck. So I mean, you got a nice ride to the airport. You're gonna always be on time. Just saying,
all the time.
So what are your challenges in regards to people comparing you to other car companies?
Well, you know what? I don't really pay no attention to comparisons and things like that. It's a company called Windy City Limo.
Mm-hmm.
They are off the chain. Like they control 90% of the big businesses in Chicago. Those is my competition. That's who I'm chasing. I'm chasing the people that's sitting at the top. The people that's doing the things that I'm doing, I'm not chasing them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about what they're doing. I'm worried about what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So everything that I do is about me. I don't look at other people's page and say, oh, what they doing? What they doing? Nah, I'm doing me. And if people love that, they're going to rock with me.
Exactly.
Definitely. All right, we have a caller. Thank you for calling in to the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with?
Millen Twins. It's Ebony, guys.
Hey, Ebony. Who's singing that?
How you feeling?
Hey, y'all. What's going on? Long time, huh?
I know, we miss you. What's going on? You got some questions for Mr.
Yes, I have 2 questions for Mr. Presidential.
Okay, he ready.
Mr. Presidential?
Yes, ma'am.
So I heard you say you come from humble beginnings, and a lot of us that have a rough upbringing and background. What would you say that was important? And remember, I got 2 questions. What would you say that was important about you changing your surroundings in order for you to become successful and kind of stay successful and not have the negative energy around you? Because I know a lot of times we try to, get on the one path, but then you got that negative energy, and then you got our environment that we came from. Sometimes it tries to pull us back in. What would you say to a person who's struggling in that life?
That's a great question.
That is.
But I give all glory to God. My church, Jesus' Name in Waukegan, Illinois, kind of changed my life. My daughter being born, she's 10 years old. That things like that changed who I was as a person, and it made me think more into life, give life to, you know what I'm saying, everything that I put out there. So that's really what made me where I am now. And I keep bad spirits away from me. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the good vibes and the good people. I surround myself with good people. I support good people, and good people support me. So
you're absolutely right.
Yes.
I totally see you out here, and you always got the positive energy surrounding you. So I would have to agree that if somebody, they have to put God first and make sure that they have to follow that positive way and try to stay, out that negative space. But my other question was what types of services, or what's your craziest ride? What's the craziest ride, or what's the most memorable, something fun and just you couldn't even believe this was going on with your business, and as far as being able to service somebody.
Oh, Lord. We heard a few of them.
So I had real quick. So I had a group going to the Allstate Arena, and
think I remember this one.
They was they was lit when it was over, and one you had to stop so she can pee, and she was peeing outside.
Oh Lord.
I almost had to put one out because she was sitting on my arm thing, and I'm like, yo, you got to sit down, and they was lit. One of them had to be carried out the truck. It was just ridiculous. And all I kept thinking is they throw up in my truck, I'm putting them out. I don't care where we at.
We need to set some rules for your car then.
Oh yeah. Well, it's rules now. That was probably the beginning stages. I don't really play them games like that no more. I throw people out on their face. But I'm nice though. I'm nice though.
He's a nice guy. Thank you so much, Ebony, for calling
Appreciate
in.
you, Ebony.
My Nurse Design, y'all.
I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much, Mr. Presidential. We see you out here.
Thank you, Ebony.
Love you, Ebs.
Loves Ebs.
All right, so I just remember this one post you posted. It was a video, and I died laughing. But I remember texting you like, if you don't take this down, a girl fell out of his truck, and he cracking up, and I'm like, take that down. That ain't funny. But then after you look at it about 10 times, you like, she fell hard. I think she had the highest wedges on, and I'm like, yeah.
No, she actually caught herself though. That was that Beyonce move.
You did.
But we that was my wife and her friends. But I rehearsed that. I mean, I told him, I said, whatever you do, don't fall. And sure enough, she almost fell.
Because when you think about it, don't fall, and you fall.
Yeah.
Well, what the problem was, she, instead of her going to the ground, she went to the curve.
Mm-hmm.
So it's supposed to be the ground to the curve. No, she went straight to the curve. If she watching it, I'm sorry.
Well, we glad you okay, love. You made it out of there.
You
made
did.
it.
But what he usually does is he helps you out the truck. So at least we know that was his wife and they people.
I was trying to get that video. I didn't think nobody was gonna fall. Like I really was just trying to get the footage, you know what I'm saying, of the whole. That was actually my first video too. So I got plenty more, and you see I usually help out the truck now.
You do.
I don't want no more snafus. plus women Twitter kind of blew me up like, yo, why you didn't help out the truck?
Yeah. So do you still do the security services as well?
I do it all. Like if you book me and you need security and you need, you know what I'm saying, a driver, whatever you need, I'm with it. I take good care of myself, body. You know what I'm saying? I'm carrying, so I'm good to go.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a car service, a security guard, security team, this is your man. So this young man also have a clothing line that's just hit the streets. Can we talk about this clothing line?
Facts.
Any discounts for seniors? You know what?
Senior citizens. No.
Senior
citizens get more money than half of us. Use that check. No, I'm just playing.
So my clothing line is Gifted One, and I'm actually rocking it. It's my Gifted One apparel, brand. I got my Slightly Arrogant brand also. So I got to throw it all out there so nobody try to slide on it. So the Gifted One, I got an Instagram up. It's Gifted One Clothing. It's super dope, and
there's some hot pieces, y'all. These colors.
I'm gonna be at a pop-up shop and on the 27th of October.
Okay.
So I ain't got all the information yet.
Okay, so you gotta make sure you give it to us so we can tag it on this video.
If you didn't know, this is his logo that I'm holding with the yellow, what is presidential black car. What this city's been missing.
So
how exciting is
so
that?
what's the meaning behind Gifted One? What made you choose that name?
Well, God gave everybody a gift.
Exactly.
It's just up to you to tap into your gift.
Come on, preacher.
So, and I feel like I'm gifted at what I do. Everything that I do, I feel like I'm gifted at it. Whether it's my business or whatever, because, man, believe me, I really strategically do my business, you know what I'm saying, a certain way, just because I know, you know what I'm saying, there's so much competition, but it's not even about competition. I'm actually just really doing it because this is something that I love. So that's my gift.
That's
so how
amazing.
can people find your shirts? Where can they go?
Gifted One clothing brand on Instagram, and website coming soon.
No, we're excited for
Okay,
you.
You're doing big things. So
Yes.
how can people book your services, your security service, your car service? Where can people go to book?
Presidential Black Card, Instagram, Facebook. I'm everywhere. You will see me. I'm out there.
And we'll tag them too.
So what would you tell your 15-year-old self today? What would you tell your 15-year-old self?
Start this business early. When I was getting into business, your business mind now. So I preach that to my 10-year-old, my 17-year-old. Find a niche and run with it. Because if I'd have started this business at 21, 22 years old, when I was doing nice things, you know what I'm saying? Lord knows where I'd be right now. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just one of those catch up things. I'm catching up to, you know what I'm saying, to where I'm going, but I'm going to get there. You know what I'm saying? It's a marathon, not a sprint. So I'm just out here trying to, get to where I want to be. And like I said, it's just all about, you know what I'm saying, expanding the business and, just being great.
If you could give one advice to someone who wants to do or kind of follow in your footsteps in the car service or the security, what would you give them? What type of advice would you give them?
Don't quit. It's going to be days where the phone don't ring. You can't quit. You gotta just push through it and just, stick with it and just keep going. It's bound to happen. It's bound to pop. I always think, you know what I'm saying, I'm one Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, rad from blowing up. So, it just all depends on, who supporting you and who's, you know what I'm saying, checking you out. So that's what it's about for me.
Definitely. And I feel as entrepreneurs, we all have that moment where we want to quit, we want to give up, and she's not supporting me or he's not supporting me. But if you look at it, if you actually follow some of these celebrities were at the bottom. Tyler Perry, he was homeless, living in his car, and just look at where he is today because he didn't give up. He didn't quit. He started surrounding himself with people who's not on the same level. So we have to get out of that mindset, that competition. You know what I'm saying? Follow or surround yourself with people who makes way more money than you.
Facts.
Or have way more knowledge than you, or maybe, if you do that, you just never know what kind of connections you can connect with people, because if they see that you're doing this, you could turn around and be like, okay, I want to invest $10 million in you because of the type of person you are. And you would never know that they would do that, but start surrounding yourself with people who know more than you, You
hit it right on the head. That's exactly what I say. And what everything that I'm doing, when I get, like I said, I drive billionaires, and when I get them in my truck, I'm asking tidbits.
Definitely.
Like, how do you think? What do you think about this? How do you think about that? You know what I'm saying? Even regular folks, it's way too many people to name, so I ain't gonna start naming names. But when I take advice from people, I really take advice. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, surround yourself with people that's, moving and shaking. That vibe can rub off.
It definitely can.
And we always, everywhere we go and we hear people, they ask what car service you all have. We always pubbing him.
We do.
You know
Facts,
what I'm saying?
facts.
Y'all
don't even tell them people my name. Y'all just, this our driver.
Right. Yeah. I do. We
this
do.
Guy got a name.
We could be at a picnic.
We'd
We'd be like, this our driver. Forget, like, this is like definitely not professional. But it's just us pubbing. That's the way we push. Like, and we have our friends who like use them all the time and be stopping them from hanging out with us. But it's okay. Green, we need that green. It's okay.
We do.
But
shout out to Andre.
I know. Andre,
thanks,
who
Andre.
everything, and you missed Greece
messed up everything last weekend.
But it's okay. But anyway, it's all about pushing your people. As you guys can see, we push our people every week. We Presidential Black Ink. I always say Black Ink. Black Car, Ebony, Shanae, BYOB. It's because we believe in people. When people are doing and moving and shaking in their purpose, and they generally trying to get to somewhere. And the thing is, they're not trying to get to something just for the name. name is because they're really trying to help people. So because we thrive off of helping people and we see other people wanting to do the same thing, we're going to push them. We're going to say that you might get tired of us saying Ebony Shanae, but guess what? We're going to keep saying Ebony Shanae. You might get tired of us saying BYOB, but we're going to keep pushing it because we believe in what they're doing.
Exactly.
So if you need a driver, if you want a professional driver, a driver that you're not going to say, can I get a discount? A driver you're going to say that, wait, Uber cheaper than you. Well, you don't want the luxurious ride that he provides because he's professional at what he does.
You want to be a celebrity? This is how you're supposed to ride.
Well, it's more about the experience than the ride. Anybody can get a ride. It's the experience. You know what I'm saying? When you get in my truck, you know, sometimes your name's on the marquee. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
You know, it just all depends on the experience that you want to have. I'll pull out the red carpet for you. You know what I'm saying? I'll show up, you know, with a teddy bear, some roses. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know, it happens. Whatever it, you know, it consists of. I'm gonna do it because once I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, they're proof. And, you know, they wouldn't be pubbing me if
surely would.
If you know what I'm saying, I wasn't official. The only thing missing is a whistle.
Come on. Did you just freestyle?
I know, right? Y'all notice I'm warming up, right? I'm warming up.
See, he talking. Usually we can't get him to talk. But yeah, when we got in his truck, it said Millen Twins on the iPad tech. He got a whole bunch of gadgets in his car.
He does.
But it said Millen Twins. So how do you, I mean, that made us feel amazing. Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? It almost boosts your confidence, boosts your energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you said, it's the experience. And it was a great experience. When we first rolled in the car, we were just like, is this for real? Like, you know, it went over and beyond our expectations. We thought we just like, all right, we got to get in this truck. We've been in the Escalade before. But no, it's the entire experience. And you're dope. He does proms. Like you did a lot of proms this year.
Proms, weddings, funerals. I mean,
date night,
ladies'
hopefully
night.
I could get.
You get you a date.
Yeah. I'll just ride in the truck, bro. Like, when she goes home, just ride in the back seat. Just have me some Fiji water.
Do you drive out of town?
It depends. I would, but you know, I've done it before. But you know, for the most part, I get a driver for that. I'm old now. I can't stay out past 10. It's almost my time.
Y'all going out at night.
Right.
We all do it.
So go ahead and give some shout outs. I know you want to give some shout outs on to tonight before we get out of here.
All right, real quick. I just want to shout out my grandmother. Today's her birthday. Happy birthday. Rest in peace. My wife, her brand new brand, Tender Yoni.
Okay.
I still don't know what that is, but you know,
we gotta get on the show.
It's a yoni.
Yeah.
My daughters, my sons, you know, everybody, my clients, everybody that's always supporting me, whether it's liking a post, sharing a post, whatever. You know, shout out to my high school Carver, Green and Gold. You know, we putting something back, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Carver.
He went out all the way down to high school.
He did.
We putting our band back together. So you know,
that's cute.
What you play, the trumpet or the clarinet?
I was being funny.
Well, shout out to the family. Thank you all for supporting Mr. Presidential Black Card. Tell the people where they can book you and follow you.
PresidentialBlackCard.com or Presidential Black Car on Instagram, Presidential Black Connect on Instagram, on Facebook, Gifted One Clothing, Tender Yoni on Instagram. You know, we all over the place.
All over. It's a family of businesses. So we want to say we're proud of you.
We are.
Salute.
We have seen you from when we first met you to now, and it's like, wow, we watch you. We might be quiet sometimes. He get mad when we get quiet, but we are watching you. We thank God for your elevation. And you're humble.
Only you get quiet. Only you get quiet. She always.
This is a conversation off of the radio. Yeah. So you guys, it's Friday. You guys make sure you enjoy the weekend. It's going to be 81 degrees. Tomorrow's the classics. Hey, who's going? We might be going. We'll see. But you guys make sure you enjoy this weekend. Be safe. Tomorrow's not promised. So you guys be safe, especially when you're driving. I have to tell everybody, stop texting and driving. You have to drive for yourself and the people.
Let Presidential Car drive for you.
Make sure Presidential Black Car drives for you. We'll make sure we tag his information below so that you can book him for the next movie night, prom, date night, business, Whatever you want to, if you just want to ride around the city, hey, do it in style with presidential black car. All right.
Enjoy the rest of these last few days of summer.
Hey, y'all,
get
y'all done made me I like this now. I'm gonna have to get another mic. We're gonna have to put me on here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you back on here.
Co-host Millen Twins and black presidential black car in the
We'll
building.
be on vacation next weekend, y'all. So make sure y'all have a safe week next weekend and all of that above.
And we love you.
Shout out to Ebony, Shanae, everybody that's been watching and tuning and supporting us. We
Mom,
love y'all.
Dad, Auntie from Mississippi.
Family, be safe.
Barbara, be safe. We
Signing
love you guys.
Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com.